The names, so the names are not here. I need the names. Frida Prempeh will also vote for, well, I was going to do this analysis last Thursday, and then I had Frida Prempeh clearly going towards, it's a candidate Japan, I think. But having been made Minister for Sanitation right now, people are suggesting to us that she just might change and go along with what people are saying in Parliament. Most of the 137, we understand, are going to vote for Dr. Bawumia anyway.
Adom Otchere and Nambino Eka say, Waba Montenso Eddie, Edin be about to Monteso Watcher Muse. South winning na a year, Mrashebija for 135 hour ewo MPP among you kunu emu ewo Mrashebija fieno eadia. Emuni pabe do a 9 dear, wajidi mapase South no ebeto abano ede ama a year. Kennedy a compreko e Japan na ebusia wajibre abubo bodina ebe shoke se empanifo kuku dambia se biyenye ni so no yenimu se wo mo airtie eye Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia echinu safo ni nyina edin ababe piepie mu anei edin komotwetwe bebre ababeto social media no eso minim se wa wo hweme no wani abriye pa se ubehunu eye empanifo ya Adom Otchere abubo bomudin se wo mo ena wo ebeto abano ediama Kennedy ewo November 4th primary sia ye koye mu esanse utie nsema ekokoso na nsenya nsema ebobo ba ni nyina atwemu se amanfo dodo nara ena wo eto eye abane ni titire ni mrahebedwafo ene asoafo ni MPP amanyoko ni mu mpanimfo bi wo etai eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia echi dendendin asebe Kennedy de yehwema nipa be ba komienu nan bi ena wo eta nachi nanso imene okase de yetwemu asana loki amanfo ewoma wo bepese wo beto aba no ede amaken yenkonkotie edin a eye Adom Otchere wode eto monten eso.
But it's very close relations with the center, with Jubilee. Very, very close relations with Dr. Bawumia and all that. But they are suggesting to us that, not that he thinks Kennedy Japan will win. No. Not that he wants Kennedy Japan to be presidential candidate as such. Maybe no. But he has this tie with Kennedy Japan that people think it will be really incongruous if Afenyo Markins one single vote out of 137 that he will not give it to Kennedy Japan, even though everybody knows where his as Afenyo Markin is, the suspicion is that his mind is different from his heart. And I don't know where the mind is and where the heart is, but it's a 50-50 between Kennedy Japan and Dr. Bawumia. That's what we are finding out for Alexander Afenyo Markin. Is that not interesting? That sounds like very, very interesting. At 25 minutes to the top of that, at 10 o'clock, that's what is happening. And then Kennedy Japan himself will vote for Kennedy Japan. We know that already. He's a member of parliament, so he'll vote for Kennedy Japan. Is there any other one? This is Abura Asebu Kwaman constituency in the central region. We think that he will also vote for Kennedy Japan. That's what we are picking up, and we're dealing with 137 members of parliament. And then also Tano North constituency. This is the lady who is now a sanitation. This is Frida Prempeh. Oh, I needed the names, so the names are not here. I need the names. Frida Prempeh will also vote for, well, I was going to do this analysis last Thursday, and then I had Frida Prempeh clearly going towards, it's a candidate Japan, I think. But having been made Minister for Sanitation right now, people are suggesting to us that she just might change and go along with what people are saying in Parliament. Most of the 137, we understand, are going to vote for Dr. Bawumia anyway. Most of the 137 MPs are going to vote for Dr. Bawumia, except these 13 or 14 that we are isolating, that our research is telling us that they may not vote for Dr. Bawumia. Now, it is good for the MPP in terms of the diversity. And people have talked about how there is a lot of finger pointing and punishments for people who sort of go away from the center. It looks like the MPP center and the MPP soul is thinking Dr. Bawumia at least has a philosophy that is being shared by some of their elders. But those who do not support Dr. Bawumia are going about their work. Now, if you go all the way to the front, where you have a Deputy Minister of Finance, Abna Osasare, who is a Deputy Minister of Finance. She was with Ken Oforiatta at the budget presentation the other day. But she also attended the walk for Adom Otchere. I believe that for people in the MPP, they shouldn't see that as a negative. That's a big plus, really. It shows the diversity in the party. Nobody's harassing anybody. And when I was talking about this, somebody told me that, oh, you should have been at Peduasi the other day. President Akufo-Addo was teasing John Peter Amewu. And he said, JP, you are here. You are supporting Adom Otchere. Has anybody done anything to you? And I heard Peter Amewu was laughing and said, Mr. President, no. And I hear JP told Mr. President, you also have to come on board and support Adom Otchere because he's going to win. Apparently that erupted a lot of laughter at Peduasi and everybody was laughing. And the president said, no problem. You have more convincing to do for me and your colleagues. But JP is Adom Otchere, sits in the cabinet. There's no problem. The president points out to him, he points back to the president that you should support our campaign. And everybody's laughing. That's a spirit of diversity. And that's working. Look at Alexander Afenyo-Markin. He has a relationship with Kennedy Japan. He's not going to diss Kennedy Japan. I mean, maybe he will not. But there are 137 votes up for grabs. If he decides to show his loyalty by selecting Kennedy Japan for the process, that he's done his loyalty to his friend. So I like that, but not everyone likes that. But I like that. I think that is creating diversity. If all our political parties should allow people to have a freedom of expression within internal party politics, it's not a problem. If I think that I'm in the party and I think Adom Otchere will win or he should win or he should be the elected candidate, it shouldn't mean that the president should not make me a minister. That is why people know that Frida Prempeh is not on the Bawumia bandwagon, and I'm sure people went to the president when he was appointing her as sanitation minister and said that, but why are you appointing her? He's not a Bawumia person. Mr. President must have said, that's not the point. That's not the point. I mean, she can do the work, so put her there. John Peter Amewu is Minister for Railways. Nobody has sacked him. You know, people thought that, oh, once you show your face for another candidate, they'll sack you. I have to credit Akufo-Addo for that kind of tolerance. Often people say many things about Akufo-Addo, but you have to credit him for that kind of tolerance. Whereas he has announced that he's not supporting any candidate, he is not looking for anybody to punish because he supports one candidate or the other. Kennedy Japan is a parliament. He still goes for meetings and all of that. So this is our take. It's quite interesting and quite controversial, isn't it? Yeah, this Frida Prempeh I was talking to you about. Now here's Akwesi Akwa as well. Akwesi Akwa too, they said to us that Akwesi Akwa is the honorable member of parliament for Akimoda. But those of you who remember Akwesi Akwa, he was the eternal producer of Kwame Sefakai's Kokroko on Peace FM's morning show. That's Akwesi Akwa. He produced, Sefakai made him quite popular because every morning he would say, Akwesi, now we went, Akwesi Akwa, we went, and all of that, and everybody got to know him. But he's a very diligent, very hard working guy. And I'm sure that Peace FM missed him when he left the production of Kokroko. And now he's a member of parliament for Akimoda. There are suspicions on whether he stands with Dr. Bawumia or he stands with Adom Otchere or he stands with Kennedy Japan. It's not quite clear. So that's why we put him here. We don't know where he's going to go. Maybe if I call Sefakai tomorrow and say that, Akwesi Akwa, your man, where is he voting? He might tell me. But this is the story of the MPP event occurring on the spot. It's very close relations with the center, with Jubilee. Very close relations with Dr.